Good morning, guys. I'm looking at today. We have a pretty interesting day. So let's look here. I do like Euro shorts, they're a bit iffy. I do like AUDUSD shorts way better here. It's a very short lived idea. Let me remove. I just started my PC a bit late today, but let's get set up first of all and then we can talk about the charts. Boom. Okay, let's see. Let me also open my broker in case we execute today. So boom. Okay. I like how you use the shorts here because we are in the 4-hour inverse and we're getting a 50-minute VG, which means we're getting influence that we're heading lower. We see how the body is perfectly respected here. The high of the VG, we rated liquidity. We have pretty solid draw towards Asian lows, and overall I think this area is just a bit risky because of a bit of high resistance around this area. But we have this 50-minute VG, which I like, which we can straight up look for shorts. AUDUSD, EURUSD, my bad. I also like shorts here because we reached this high resistance. We had an inversion and an hourly gap here, which would make me wanna take and target these cells here. So depending on how we behave, I'm not sure if I like this trendline liquidity. I would have preferred for it to get swept before shorting, but for some reason I don't really trust this trade, so I'm probably not gonna be looking at this. I would like AU first, and gold buys look good here of this 15 AVG. I would like us to come a bit lower into this overall area, but we can just straight up buy off the bat. On this case, yeah, we can buy, but I wouldn't take something like this straight off the bat. So euro is a bit weird here. I would like to see that trendline liquidity get swept before looking for shorts, but it does depend. I would like to see swept, then we look for shorts. We might be bullish because of this low getting swept, but overall in the long term we should be bearish because of that inversion of how it reacted. It's a bit iffy. I don't really trust this trade for some reason. I feel iffy about it. I will trust AUDUSD. It's a very short-lived idea to target this Asian lows here. If we actually retrace and sweep this, we can straight off the bat just look for souls here. And gold does look bullish straight off the bat. We do have that 50-minute VG, and we can technically, let's see where we are. Hard time frame, we are kind of close to the range high, which is not something I would like, but I think we will be buying here, and this already looks pretty good to just buy from here. Like this, something like this. I wouldn't expect Asian lows to get taken, my bad. Here we can look, just I would look to target this Asian high. So it looks kind of good. Let's see. I kind of like gold here. We just have bullish continuations. It's a simple setup. 50-minute inversion with a 50-minute inversion also here. 50-minute VG, 50-minute inversion. We should just be easily buying here. So I'm probably actually gonna take this trade off of London Open if we get a retracement. So I don't know where gold is again. I would take it here at most. Stop loss would be safe here because we have this inversion and a pretty strong protected low. So do like this. This can be a good idea. Just targeting Asian highs. I would not expect Asian low to get taken. Why? Asian low was already rated liquidity, 50-minute VG, and the third retest here we just formed a strong fractal low. That's why I would consider us buying here. So we're gonna see. We can also take it like this, I would say. So kind of both ideas are pretty much valid. I'm just waiting for the gap to close. This looks like a straight off the bat. Okay, a euro also sweep that trend line, which is kind of exactly what I wanted to see. So now we can really expect that bearish momentum also on AU, but AU doesn't look like we're gonna have such a long idea here. There's a lot of opportunities happening all at the same time in a sense. So I think I'm buying gold here. I almost lost focus for a second. I bought gold here. On this gap we have a market structure shift. Stop loss is protected around this inversion. We should overall be chilling towards reaching to the high. We have internal, so we should be chilling. Overall I do really trust how we build this structure here. So let's see. Market structure shift straight out of London Open. We came with an impulse. We should be fine breaking higher from here. We get 2 hour on the highs though. Didn't expect to take a trade so fast, but sometimes you gotta think fast and you gotta take trades fast. It's just bullish momentum. We should overall print. We do have a 50-minute view. We have the chance of coming here, but we will see. We will see. For me, looking at structure here, we should be reaching towards this for today. So that's pretty much it, like straight off the bat. Let's see if it works. Let's see what happens with this gold trade. But for me, it was just like straight off the bat, London open trade. I'm gonna look on the second monitor at Euro and AU, even though I don't really like. I like AU, but I don't really like the Euro. It looks weird. Something feels off about Euro, so I'm just gonna trust my intuition there on Euro. Something feels off. I'm not sure if it's, yeah, maybe I'm tripping, but intuitively something feels off about Euro. I don't think we need more confluence in this gold trade. That's what I was thinking about. Did I take the consistent decision? Let's look. So did I take the consistent decision? In my opinion, yes. We can also wait for this, but I wouldn't really say like we're so close. If we didn't have the 50-minute VG, of course I would have waited for price to come here. But we have a 50-minute inverse. We have really clear bullish order flow. We should be reaching. Let's see. Also higher time frame. Yeah, we should be reaching. We're slightly high resistant, but I would say we should still print overall towards the highs here on gold. I don't know, I might be tripping, but I'm not sure. See, Euro, just something feels off about Euro on being bearish. I think Asian range and this low getting taken feels off. Hi bro, hi. How are you doing today, bro? So we'll see if this gold trade plays out. We had the fractal low, we had like a fell swing again. I would not expect Asian lows to get taken because we have two confluences pointing at that direction. First of all is Asian low was previously rated liquidity, so there's not much liquidity left here. Second is a 50-minute VG, right? The bars kind of get rejected, but doesn't mean it's not gonna hold. What I like is that we also have buy side liquidity here, so we pretty much should be reaching into the high at least. We might be coming back to this overall, but we're gonna see. Yeah, AU is looking bullish, even Euro is looking bullish, so I think we might have made the right choice, but we have to let price print here. I think this is a no-brainer. I'm thinking about, did I make the right decision? This is always in my mind, always in my awareness, right? Did I take a good trade? Did I take the right decision? Should have I waited for more confluence or not? Good, bro. We just entered a trade. Not looking great right now, but I would still choose to trust this, even though buyers got rejected here. Let's think about it. We have 50-minute inversion that got retested. We had the 50-minute also. We had a lot of confluence on the 50-minute here taking this buy. We have buy side liquidity overall where we should withdraw in. Why there is a chance we fail, it might be because of this resistance, but it's a very small consolidation. It's a New York high consolidation, so I don't know. I still choose to trust this. Let's see of this gap. If we should be holding all this gap, at least into this buy side we should be holding normally, I would say. Yeah, we could have taken our entry here, but yeah, it's just sometimes it's not worth giving price the opportunity of not tapping you in if you still get proper R. Why I trust is that we're not taking this low is also this formation, fractal low, and here we have, even here we have a mini fractal low. It's a very strong pattern. I think, where did I see this? I think on not on AU, on Euro. I'm pretty sure we had some sort of thing here, but it's just way weirder. So let's just let price print here. Oh my god, again, bro. Like, what am I doing, bro? Thank you for telling me that. I forget to, I pull my OBS on the second monitor, and a lot of times I'll just forget to I'll just forget to move it. So this is what I'm looking at the gold trade. We took some buy, so let me recap again. So I'm expecting gold to be bullish here because we have a 50-minute inversion. We had a really strong sell side raid here on Asian Open, and now on London Open we just had a strong displacement higher. and I'm just looking to take price towards this internal liquidity here on Asian highs. Took my entry of this small FVG here, but price ended up coming a bit lower towards this. Stop loss as reload this inversion, which overall should be a safe spot. For now, we rejected slightly here, but I would say still, I'm still trusting that we should be reaching into this buy side at least on gold here. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I do this many times. Like, I just keep forgetting about, yeah. We're just struggling a bit. I don't know. We're gonna see. Maybe it's the London Open again. The entry, but it's not for me. Straight up on London Open for me. It's not pre. We might come back here though. We'll see. Let me see if my stop loss is safe. It is safe. And we have, if you look on the broker, we have a very big gap here. That's what we might come towards. But on the broker, we didn't take the high. So I would still say again, we're reaching back into this. But it doesn't look like it cares much. So I'm thinking whether, again, am I consistent? Is this a good trade or is this not a good trade? For now, I think it's good. But we're just rejecting a bit. Yeah, if we would have taken the entry here, would have been way significant better R. But you can never know that price is gonna do something like this, right? We might just be gold in London again, which is not highly indicated to be trading. But maybe I'm tripping. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let the market play out here. Overall, I think it's fine. It's not the I wouldn't say it's the cleanest, but it's just my bias is bullish and we are bullish overall. We do have a 4-hour gap which is mitigated. We have hourly, we don't have that much clean structure. We might be reaching here where I initially said we're reaching towards, so maybe I should have trusted that a bit more and coming back to sweep this low. But considering price and how we open, I would have still said we just continue straight off the bat. So I'm not sure if this is a wrong decision for now. Even though it doesn't look like it, I still think it's the right decision to be taking this buy like this. That's what I'm always having in my mind. Is this a consistent decision or is it not? In the long term, is this still a good trade to take? Would have I taken this trade over 100 times in a sense? It just keeps getting rejected. We see boom, boom, boom. It just keeps getting rejected. But we might come for this though. Let me again check if my stop loss is safe, just in case we come for that inversion. It should be safe. We just don't look like we care, which is slightly weird. Let's see, 50 minute. Do we have something? We don't really have family. We have this order block, but we closed above this. This is what I liked. We had the stop inversion. We closed above it, and this was where I took my entry. But we might just have the retracement to fill this this gap, as I said. To fill this gap and then continue higher. So we're gonna see. For now, I still trust myself. I still trust the trade relatively. For now, we don't look like we care much, but I don't think we're gonna see. It's just a retractive movement. If you look at price here, we see that it's just retractive, right? It's just retracing. We see no big bearish impulses. We're just retracing to fill that. Probably that London Open gap, so we should be still fine with this. AU and the rest are bullish. I had a feeling about Euro being off here, being off on being bearish, so I would still say more likely to bullish prices, but it's just weird. I wouldn't really like be buying here. Let's just wait on gold. I would just still choose to trust the same way you're gonna see. I don't think it's a bad decision. If it's a loss, it's a loss. I don't think it's bad. I'm gonna again just reflect. I'm gonna take a small break, just let the trade play. don't know. Overall, I would still say that the trade was fine. We just got rejected for some reason. I don't know, to be honest. We might be coming back here, which was my initial thought, but it is what it is. I would still expect the trade to play out. We had a lot of 50-minute confluence. We had solid draw on liquidity. We were bullish, but I think we might react off this higher time frame area. This might cause a reaction lower to come back and come into this order block, I think, which is why the trade fell. But I was looking at it with USD, but it already melted. This was my idea. We had this inversion. It was really choppy. I don't know if I would have taken it anyways off here. I wouldn't probably taken it. This is very choppy inversion. We had an invalid close. I wouldn't have taken it, but this was my idea on AUD and it looks like it's play out, but very choppy inversion. We might, maybe we get a retracement, which I'm not sure we will, but Euro also looks like it's breaking, but I don't really trust Euro here on being bearish that much. I do trust AUD more, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe this was the bad decision here. We should have waited for the more consistent decision, or probably this was the more consistent decision as coming here and from here buying. But somehow the pattern, I do trust this pattern that we see here, so I don't know. I'm just gonna journal it really fast and just be over. We lost like I see like $6, I think. Yeah, $6. With the loss from yesterday, it's not going great. We gave back a lot of profit. I don't know. I don't know if my execution starts slipping, or I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm trying to reflect and see if my execution slipped, or it's just like a normal loss. But we also had the fail swing, so let me think about this. We had a fail swing, we had bonus confluence, we broke structure, we had a strong gap of open, and we should have technically continued. I don't know. Overall, I still think it's a normal trade. We might, I'm not sure though. We do have the sell side, but this is very strong sell side, and we were in equilibrium prices, and we were in a 50-minute VG. So overall, I still think in the long term we should have held, but I think we had this inversion, which maybe I was not aware of, but it wouldn't have really changed anything, even that inversion. We just failed. I'm thinking, but I don't think the trade was wrong. It's just part of the process, and it's a bit annoying, of course. It is annoying, but it's just part of the process, I guess. Let's see if we get a potential retracement. This would be the only trade I'm willing to take if we see some sort of retracement in premium prices on the AU here before potentially going lower. I want to see, yeah, I want to see a retracement into at least this gap right there for me to take the shorts. Otherwise, I'm not taking them. If it leaves, like even here we would have had very bad R. We don't even have we don't have proper R. I'm thinking about this though. I just didn't care at all about the FVGs for now until here it looked retractive, but then we just displaced. At most we should have held this, but we didn't, and we did have buy side, which would, in my eyes, would make sense for us to reach at least into this before reversing in these. But sometimes, yeah, we get moves like this. I'm consistently thinking if I did a wrong decision or not, but because we did end up holding this inversion here, but I don't think it changes the fact that on the long term we would have reached higher here of the 50-minute VG. But maybe we still reach here and then go higher. So again, it's probably about thinking what's the most probable decision, and this is maybe how I got complacent a bit in a sense in my execution. Yesterday's loss on AUD was fine. I'm not sure about this being fine in a sense of, is this the most consistent decision? Is this the highest probability trade we can take, or we should be waiting for this? That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure still yet. Let's just watch this and then I'm gonna journal. If we get a retracement here, we have the potential to make the money back, but it's a bit annoying. I do admit it's a bit annoying. We might just come for Asian lows then leave, or we might just come here then leave. But maybe it also comes in terms of London open entries, like entries straight off the London most of the times are a Judah swing, which kind of was the case here, just a trap most of the times. I'm not sure. I'm gonna think about this, but yeah. It's a bit annoying, yes, of course, because we were pretty good in profit this month and week. I think we ended up at this week we ended up at a break even, but I'm not sure. if it's me being complacent, me being overconfident, taking trades like this, or was this a normal trade? I still have to reflect on this. Or it's just like gold random shit. Gold being random, which sometimes happen. Gold doesn't have the cleanest moves, but I don't think it's the problem of blaming the pair in a sense. Let's see if we still get that. We might be holding this inversion straight out of the bat and keep displacing, but this is my idea. If we get it, I'm trading. If we don't, I'm not. Waiting on a retracement and here, waiting on that lower high basically, and then getting a gap here, and then I'm taking my entry short to target Asian lows here. That's my idea here. Target Asian lows, it looks pretty resistance is very voided here. Lower I would not target because of very highly resistant area, so it's a small idea though. Euro, as I said, I don't trust. I don't trust the rest of the pairs except the UDSD on shorts here. Jew looks weak, but it's just Asia looks weird. I don't want to trade Asias like this, so still on AUDSD. I'm not sure about this though. What really happened on this gold trade? I don't even know if I should be trading gold in London though. Most of the time, it's not really worth it. Like entry was fine. Entry, we got a lot of confluence. It's just a matter of was taking entries here the right choice, or was waiting for this the more probable choice in a sense. But considering the pattern we got, most of the time it ends up holding higher. This pattern here was what gave me confidence that we're gonna be reaching higher with Tau coming here. And that entry on London Open really confirmed that idea. So I'm not sure. We're gonna see after the trade is over. But for now, it's just we need to see price action print so we can decide. Okay, what was the more probable choice? Because if we come here and then continue higher, of course, that was the more probable choice and the better choice to be taken. But yeah, it's a bit annoying, but it's just part of the process, right? You're not always gonna win, even though it worked really well with the past weeks. I guess either my execution slipped in a sense of being more complacent and taking shittier trades, or it was just normal losses from the market, right? Let's see if we get that. I want to just see a gap lower. I would want to see a deeper pullback here, but let's see. The loss that we took yesterday was this one. It was a very annoying loss. It just got stopped out. Price ended up running towards my final higher time frame target, which was 8.3R. So it was pretty annoying. But it's not always just rainbows. I don't know how to say this. Let's see. It's a pretty good wick here, but without really seeing some displacement lower, it doesn't mean shit. We still want to see us pull back a bit deeper. We didn't reach equilibrium prices. This is what I would want to see. It's a good start. We technically have a market structure shift, but I wouldn't really consider it that great of a market structure shift. This one, it can be just a rate on liquidity. We do have this inversion, which is good, and that's kind of what we look like we're holding right now, that inversion. So yeah, we're just gonna see. I would still want to see us pull back deeper, but we look like we're breaking lower, so I'm not sure if we will pull back deeper. If we drop lower now, I'm probably gonna take it with a stop loss above here, but nah, the stop loss is not really that safe. So even if you do something like this, it's very unsafe. The stop loss, that's the sad part, but it's just about I'm not sure. It's probably better off to wait for us to pull back deeper, because we want to have our stop loss above this inversion, because that's the invalidation point. If we drop lower now, if we, let's say, take our entry here, we would have way towards R to be taking this. Even though I want to recover my money from gold, I cannot just be forcing a trade, to be honest. If we get like an entry here, that would be good R, stop loss in a safe place. So that would still be probably the better choice and the more consistent choice to be taking here. But gold, yeah, it's probably, we're probably gonna do a lower, or we either come for Asian lows, or we probably do a lower here and then continue higher. Which, yeah, initially when I started the stream, I did say, okay, I'm waiting for this area, but then I saw that we're leaving off market open, and I thought that we're taking this as a as a support point to deliver higher. I'm not sure again. I'm not sure about this, but yeah, this is what I'm waiting for. If we get this, I'm trading. If we don't, I'm not. Hmm. Yeah, it was just a classic trap here. This was clear the trap, right? There's no ifs and buts about this. It was clear the trap to deliver lower sweep Asian lows, which I don't really expect in a sense, but I don't know. Well, I want to see price print. I want to see London open end. I want to see usually the day end, so I can really see what ended up happening in a sense. Let's see if we pull back deeper and on a with that. I'm really confident that we're gonna draw here. This is very voided. Is yeah, these candles are usually where price be drawn towards. We have these equal lows right here. We have Asian lows, but if we leave like this, it's not tradable. Could have had it like a market, like a reloaded here. We wouldn't have gotten tapped either way. So it's pretty much the only way is if we come back. Yeah, we look like we're gonna be drawing here. But let's think about it. I still want to think about this trade. It's probably premium prices. Like we're really, I think this is the problem. It's also context of the trade because we're really in very, very premium prices. And here is where we know that sellers are going to step in the market to push price lower. We might be retracing towards this line. Yeah, that's probably it. It's just about context, but it was my bad because I didn't come with a sort of analysis and awareness of gold where we are and what is the best decision to take. I just saw lower time frame in a sense, and higher time frame really changes. Yeah, it changes things a lot because we have this consolidation. We did come react of it, and now we're probably gonna retrace towards that and then still continue. So when we reach this areas, we can expect a reaction, meaning we can expect price come in to sweep Asian lows, but we're gonna see. Not a great way to end the week, but yeah, sometimes it is what it is. This is part of trading. I like that we have this mini equal highs here now, this wicks, but we just look like we're gonna hold somehow this gap lower, and we're probably gonna play the idea without us, which is completely fine. But yeah, this is probably today's London session. We just took a now, not necessarily stupid. I think it was just a problem of really understanding what is the more probable area to be buying off of, and it was this. Why was this? Not because of lower time frame, not because of what we see in this range. It was because of higher time frame, because we had this consolidation. We had usually these offer reactions, and we would have known that this can offer a reaction, and we're more probable on waiting for that Asian low to sweep rather. Yeah, I think it was just, yeah, it was basically we gotta think what is the most probable thing to do in the long term. And in the long term, we do want to wait for that Asian low to get swept before trading, taking the trade. It's just riskier. Yeah, it was just a stupid. It annoys me. It annoys me not because the trade lost, because I took the trade and I didn't see what's the most probable decision, but the intent was not bad behind the trade. Right, the intent was not, oh my god, I want to make money, I want to take a trade. It was not that. The intent was that in the moment I thought this is the best decision to be taken. We'll see, maybe we get this, but it's annoying a bit. But it's not annoying because of the PNL. It's annoying because I didn't choose the right decision. But I still like these very mini equal highs here. So if you manage to pull back here and then give an entry lower, I would take it. But highly resistant area, so I'm not sure if I want to be taking it again. So yeah, probably gonna end the stream here. And today I'm not gonna stream New York because I'm gonna leave for the rest of the week. So for the rest of the weekend, basically, I'm gonna be not home. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stream New York Open. But yeah, we're definitely reaching into this. So this was the issue here. We didn't take the most probable choice. We always gotta think what's more probable to do, right? What's more probable? What's more likely? What's higher probability to play out? What are the chances of us holding from here and going higher? And what are the chances of trading from here? So what is the best trade? That's what we think. We gotta think about it. What is the best area to be trading off? Here I'm decent, but because of higher time frame. here way better because of inversion, because of this low getting rated, because of Asian lows getting rated. Like, yeah, it's just about choosing to position yourself in the higher probability scenario, and that's what I mean by saying being consistent and taking the best decision. Today I wasn't being consistent. I wasn't consistent, but sometimes it happens, right? It's not gonna all be sunshine and rainbows. Once you turn profitable, it's gonna be lessons still. So yeah, this is probably gonna be the stream today. I don't know if I'm gonna take this even if it comes. So